I recently ordered an Aibo ERS-311 from eBay, and it finally arrived from Japan. And so I'm very excited to open it up and take a look at it. Of course, we got all the packing peanuts. Got to make sure it's safe in there. And we got the charger and the dock for the charger. And now, finally, the moment we've been waiting for. Here she is, our Aibo ERS-311. She looks to be in good condition. She hasn't yellowed too much. Doesn't have any scuffs or things like that. Memory sticks there, batteries there. They seem to be in good condition. And here we have the manuals for the Aibo ERS-311. Now this did not come with the Aibo I just bought. This came with my other Aibo ERS-311. But I figured we might as well take a look and see what we've got going on in here. Unfortunately for me, all of this stuff is in Japanese, as these are Japanese models of Aibos. We've got some instructions here on how to contact Sony. Being from 2001, I highly doubt that that's still accurate information. I think this is something to fill out about your Aibo, but I'll have to double check. This is the memory stick. This one's empty because the memory stick is being used. We've got the license agreement. And this one does actually have a section in English. This shows what the lights mean on the ERS-311. And what its different actions mean. I think this includes some commands, but I'll have to look into it more. This shows how everything works, what to do and what not to do. And this shows how to take care of the Aibo. I will try to find translated versions of these manuals online. I'm just gonna clean it off really quick. It's already pretty clean, but I just want to make sure there's no residue left on there. I'm using alcohol wipes to clean her, but that is something you have to be careful with, as alcohol can damage some plastics. She looks good as new. Alright, let's try to turn her on and see what happens. The button has been pressed. That music is not a good sign, so let's go ahead and reset her by poking that little button in there, and then we'll try again. She has been reset and the battery has been charged, so let's see what happens. And here we go. This is the normal startup sequence. I don't know how apparent it is from the video, but this thing is not quiet. There is definitely dust in those gears. So far, all her leg joints seem to be functioning well. That's a good sign. Her speakers definitely work, so that's good. Now what I've got to do is program her name. So we'll teach her name. Now I'm going to have to do this in Japanese since she is a Japanese model. So that will be interesting for me.
Namai Toroku.
This is just the command saying that I'm ready to teach her name. It's just Japanese for name registration. The little dance sequence and the blue light flashing let me know that she's ready to be named.
Luna. Onamai wa?
I just asked her what her name was, and she repeated it back to me, so it looks like everything worked perfectly. She has officially been named Luna. Alright, let's try some basic commands.
Tachiyagaru.
That's just Japanese for stand up. I'm not sure why she's copying me in this clip. That's not something she always does.
Suaru.
And that's Japanese for sit down.
Good job.
I thought it would be interesting to compare the startup sequence for my ERS-111 and my ERS-311. Interestingly, it looks like the ERS-111 gets up more quickly. Alright, let's give her her pink ball. The ball did not come with Luna. It actually belongs to my other ERS-311. She immediately noticed that it was there, so that's good. Well, unfortunately, she missed this time, but that was a really cute way to hit the ball. Looks like she noticed it again. She managed to hit it this time. Oh, what perfect timing. It looks like my other ERS-311 is back from being repaired. Unfortunately, her leg broke, and so she had to have that replaced. She also had her battery reselled. We've got lots of bubble wrap. Also, yes, I am in my pajamas in this clip. Sometimes you just have to be comfortable. Once we get the final layer of bubble wrap off, we can remove the blue tape that's covering the power button and the battery. That's just there to ensure that she doesn't accidentally get powered on during transit. It was her back right leg that broke, so it's nice to see a complete leg. Let's get that tape off. I'm very excited about the reselled battery. That means she'll have a longer battery life and I won't have to worry about any battery issues, as older batteries tend to have problems. Oftentimes they lose the ability to hold a charge. Here we've got the same pink memory card as the other Aibo ERS-311. Just making sure it's in the slot properly. Everything looks good. Let's close her back up. I noticed that she's a little bit dirty, so I'm just going to clean her with some alcohol wipes. For some reason, I didn't clean her when I originally got her, so who knows how long this grime has been here. For all I know, it could be from the early 2000s. I don't know if it's really visible on camera, but this ERS-311 is a lot more yellowed than my other one, the one I just bought, which I think is interesting. I wonder what caused that. Alright, let's get her powered up. So far, so good. And now we're just going to repeat the same process of teaching this Aibo ERS-311 her name, because I didn't actually do that yet when I had sent her in to be repaired. As you can see, she's performing the same sequence that my other one did. All right, she learned her name. Let's have her tell us what it is.
お名前は
In case you didn't understand that, her name is Tsukiko. Now, let's watch both of the ERS-311s together.
お名前は
That was Luna.
お名前は
Again, that just means, what's your name? And that was Tsukiko.
Yoshi.
Yoshi means good, and in this context, just means good job. They both seem to appreciate the praise.
お手
Ote is the command for shaking their paw.
よしこんにちは
Let's see what they do when I say hello. And what about good morning?
おはよ
Looks like they respond to both.
ダンス
That just means dance in Japanese. What cute dances.
横になる
That was supposed to mean lay down, but that didn't seem to work right. What does that mean? If anyone happens to speak Japanese, let me know what they might think I'm saying. It looks like Tsukiko realized that Luna was there. These models can interact with each other, but I'm not quite sure how that works. This time Luna notices Tsukiko. I'm definitely going to look into how their interactions are supposed to work. I think it would be really cool if they could play with each other or something like that. The ERS-311 has to be one of my favorite Aibo models. They do some pretty strange things, and I just think they're so cute. I'm very happy to have two that work, and I'm very excited to learn different commands in Japanese. This video is getting pretty long, so I think it's time to wrap up here. I'm definitely going to make another video going through the different commands and seeing what this robot is really capable of. Besides trying to turn too fast and falling down, apparently.
Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.